Welcome everybody, let's talk about the stock market here. This is the weekly chart. In this video we're going to look at the weekly, the daily, and look at the trade of the day. So this is the S&P 500 futures, and you can see a cycle low is expected to do the week of July 16th here. Kind of just tracking sideways here. So yeah, the pullback's been, moderate, right? I mean, small even. So we're not seeing this huge pullback. It still could develop into something bigger than it is, but right now it's really just very smallish. And we'll look at the daily here in a moment, but still got some divergence going on here. Quite a bit of divergence going on. MACD still looks pretty strong. Back up, it was at like 110, I think was last week. Now it's back up to 115. So, it's still looking pretty strong here. So we'll keep an eye on and see what this cycle low does. Was this it? Was it just this one little week here? And is it just going to kind of track sideways and then take off? We'll keep an eye on that. Also, there's another cycle low here I have for August 13th. So, I'm kind of expecting this price to pull down more than where we're at right now, but it hasn't happened yet. So far the market still looks pretty strong. This is the daily chart right here. You can see today we had a pretty strong up day. Well, I shouldn't say strong. It was a decent up day, 39.5. Medium range at best. Been having a lot of small and medium range days. Look at all these little tiny range days just sprinkled in here. Not, very few were big. This was a pretty decent size one. I think it was 60 something there if I remember right. Yeah, 64. The rest have been pretty small. A lot of diversion showing up on here. Okay. MACD pointing down. This is the cycle low on the daily chart here, July 18th. So like I said yesterday, that fits within the weekly showing the week of July 16th. So right now we're getting a little bit of a bounce here after yesterday having kind of a, almost a gravestone looking doji there, or a hammer, I guess, a hammer at the bottom. At the top here, you see 4509 still sitting there for that resistance, and 4327 would be, for me, the nearest support. There's some support right here as well. I guess you could look at that one. That would be somewhere right around 4371 if you want to talk about the very nearest support. So far, just really tight range here. Just the bottom of this is 4411, the top is 4509. We're talking about 100 points worth of trading. Just this little, even back here, really wasn't much. Just this rectangle going on here. It's like super tight range. Just below 4400 up to 4509. It just continues. So it's been going on for several weeks. This really tight range of trading. Okay. But keep an eye on this for July 18th. Still may see, this may get a little more bouncy bounce, and we'll see, does this resume really hard and go up above 4509? Then we know that the cycle low is probably busted. That's fine. If it just kind of moderates here and just, kind of lingers and then drops down, which that does happen sometimes, drop down the last few days. All right, let's look at the trade of the day. Okay, here we are on the 5-minute chart for the trade of the day. These charts get streamed live to the members. The 5-minute, the 15-minute, and the 1 hour get streamed live to the members 5 days a week. Now, trade of the day, yeah, right here. Bang. Off to the races, making bank. I mean, look at that. Yep, that would be 10:05 East Coast time, US, and 9:05 for where I'm at in Texas. Right there, you got the you got the Get Us Plus signal on the chart, and then of course this Get Us Plus indicator is my own indicator. When it shows up in a chart like this, it gets sent over to the Discord server for the members. That's where all the membership services take place, and they get notified on there as well. So they get the streaming charts as well as notification on the Discord server. But yeah, this was pretty awesome right here. I mean, it really doesn't get much better than that. As soon as you get this little curl up right here, maybe a third of the way up to this candlestick, you take the trade. It's good all the way up to this area. Okay, probably about 44, 47-ish. all the way up to about 57. Good 10 points right there. And then a little pullback, and then when you get this little rollover right here, because look at this. The MACD is in positive territory up here, right? It's all up in positive territory. So as soon as you get in this area right here on the SMI again, you re-enter the trade and you take it. That one's probably going to get you in about 45.55, and you're good to about 45.65. Another 10 points. So really nice. This whole section here was banked today. This was it. This was the moneymaker. And there was actually another really good entry. You know, always get two in one day as far as alerts go, but this one was absolutely banging on. Look at this. This happened at 1:20 in the afternoon. All right. And then very similar, somewhere right about in this area. So maybe over here you're getting in on the trade, probably just as soon as the MACD starts crossing over. And that one was good from at least from here to there. And that was about 7 points. Yeah, this part here, right here, a little bit harder to pick up on that. You could have entered the trade a little squirrely up in this area, but the MACD was really, really strong. So it's not necessarily a bad trade. You just have to make sure you get your timing right. I probably would have entered somewhere halfway up the middle of this candlestick, knowing that it was coming into a really strong finish. Yeah, and you could pick up another 7 or 8 points. Just, I mean, absolutely amazing. For these small range days we've been having, the alerts have, especially on the 5-minute charts, it's just been really, really good. Probably, 4 days out of 5. Excellent alerts going on there. A lot of opportunity. All right, this is a Discord server, and this is where all the services take place for the members. Okay, like we just looked at one of the streaming charts, 5-minute chart. I talked about how alerts get sent over to the Discord server. This is it. Okay, you can see the link in the comment section of the YouTube video. It'll be the top comment in the YouTube video pinned to the top. So if you're interested, you can click on that and you can come over and check out the server, okay? And I just want to talk real quick, this is where the S&P 500 alerts would come for the members. So they're all the ones I talked about are in here. These are all really early AM, and there were some other ones that came through. Here's that 906 one, was 905. Here we have it as, let me get a right pencil. Came in 1 minute later, 906. Here was the one that happened at 1:20 in the afternoon. Right, so you just right click on the label of the alert channel you want. You hit all messages. You're good to go. Okay, and that's true for all these other alerts too. For those who want gold and crude, top 30 stocks, S&P 500 and the NASDAQ. And then for those that want to do more like swing trades, there's daily alerts in here too, okay? So if you like what you're seeing, click on the link, come over to the server, click on server subscriptions. You're going to get this page right here, $7.99. For those who've been following me the last week, I've showed all my trades from last week just to encourage members and everybody that yes, my service works really well. I actually use the service myself. Okay, that's how the service was created. It was born out of me trading and coming up with, some techniques and style. GITTAS Plus indicator along with cycle analysis was really working really well. So I turned into a very affordable service. $7.99. I mean, you saw, I've been making hundreds of dollars almost most days I've been trading. Okay, I'm not saying every day is perfect and kumbaya, but most days have been really, really good. Okay, so I mean, $7.99 is extremely affordable. The membership's going to pay for itself after 1 or 2 trades. It might probably pay for several months, if not a year's worth of trading. Okay, that's how good the service is. All right, so after you click on the subscription and you want to know more about the membership, everything you see here is what comes with a membership on the Discord server. Okay, you can pause the video and just look at this list and read it over if you want to. I talked about the streaming charts of 5, 15 minute, 1 hour. I talked about the S&P 500 alerts. Going to the alert channel, this daily goes in here as well. 5, 15 minute, 1 hour daily. Top 30 stocks for S&P 500 and NASDAQ. Again, 5, 15 minute, 1 hour, and daily go into that channel. Okay, premium symbols. The same GITTAS Plus logic that's used to show the GITTAS Plus indicator on the charts. That logic is used at the end of each day to go get the symbols for the futures, for optional stocks, for industries, sectors, subsectors. Big funds are going to be moving their monies and rotating their money. So, each of these are files, right? And then if there's shorts, sometimes there'll be some symbols that look like they're set up for shorts. There's logic that I have that looks for symbols that look like they may be getting set up for a short. Okay, we've had some new members, and that's really great. Welcome, new members. Make sure you put your email in the emails only channel on the Discord server. Okay, and then I send out an email every night to the members. It's an S&P 500 chart. I mock it up a little bit, give my opinion about maybe a paragraph, a couple sentences of my opinion about what I think the market's going to do. Okay, so put your email in there if you want to get the nightly email. And of course, YouTube videos like this one are for everybody, both the public and the members, okay? All right, everybody, really hope you enjoyed today. Happy trading, everybody. God bless everybody. We'll talk to you all real soon again next time.